Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into a story you probably know, or at least know of. It's all about following dreams, destiny, and maybe where treasure really lies. We're looking at Paulo Coelho's massive bestseller, The Alchemist, specifically through its Wikipedia entry, Our Mission, to sort of unpack Santiago's journey, the surprisingly deep ideas in there, and just how huge this book became globally. Okay, let's dive in. So it all kicks off with Santiago, right? A shepherd boy in Andalusia, and he keeps having this dream.
Yeah, a recurring dream
Mm-hmm.
about hidden treasure way over at the Egyptian pyramids.
Seems straightforward, go find the gold.
Well, yeah, but it spirals into so much more. First, he talks to a gypsy fortune teller.
Mm.
But the real push comes from Melchizedek, this mysterious king of Salem figure.
Melchizedek. He
Wow.
introduces that key concept.
The personal legend. Basically, your unique destiny, what you're truly meant to do in life.
Right, not just a whim, but your soul's calling.
Exactly. And Melchizedek really urges him, sell your sheep, go after it. But, pursuing big dreams, it's not always smooth sailing. Almost immediately when he gets to Africa, Santiago gets robbed.
Oh, wow, right at the start.
Yep. Loses everything. Has to take a job with a crystal merchant just to earn enough to continue his journey. It really grounds the story, I think, shows the practical hurdles.
That's a good point. It's not just mystical guidance. There's real struggle. And those struggles, maybe they're part of the legend, too. As he keeps going, he meets some really pivotal people.
Definitely. There's the Englishman who's searching for an alchemist himself.
Okay.
Then he reaches an oasis, meets Fatima, and falls in love. That presents a whole new challenge. Or maybe a reason to stay.
A potential detour from the treasure.
Could be.
Hmm.
And then finally, the alchemist, the wise figure who really teaches Santiago how to tap into his inner self, the soul of the world.
Right, the soul of the world, this universal connection.
And that connection gets tested, big time. He has to travel through warring tribal areas. It's dangerous. And the ultimate test is pretty spectacular. He's told he needs to turn himself into the wind, into a dust storm to save his life.
Oh, okay, so actual magic.
Well, yes, but it's symbolic, isn't it? It represents him fully understanding and aligning himself with the universe, the soul of the world. It's the peak of his inner transformation.
Okay, so he passes this incredible test, reaches the pyramids, and then what? This is the part that always gets me.
Right, he starts digging where his dream indicated, and he gets robbed again.
No way, after everything.
Yeah, and one of the thieves mocks him, says he had a recurring dream about treasure buried back in Spain, specifically under a sycamore tree at a ruined church.
The exact spot where Santiago started his journey.
Exactly. Santiago realizes the treasure was literally back home the whole time.
Wow. So the journey was necessary to understand where home was?
Precisely. And this isn't just Coelho being clever. It plugs directly into a really old folklore pattern. It's called Type 1645, the treasure at home. You see versions of it going way back, like Rumi in the 13th century, even in 1001 Nights.
So it's a universal human story. The idea that what we're searching for outwardly might actually be found within or closer than we think.
That's a huge part of it. The journey itself forges the wisdom.
Yeah.
It relates directly to the book's core philosophy, that famous line,
Oh, when you really want something, the whole universe will conspire.
so that your wish comes true. Yeah. It's about aligning with your personal legend and trusting that the universe supports that pursuit.
It's interesting, though, because some critics, like the New York Times mentioned, saw it as, more self-help than literature.
Right. There's that tension. But Coelho said he wrote it super fast in just 2 weeks because the story was, quote, already written in his soul.
So is it self-help, or is it tapping into something deeper, more archetypal? It makes you question those labels, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And its impact clearly goes beyond just book sales. It's become this global thing.
Yeah, the adaptations are everywhere.
Totally. Comic books, graphic novels. There was one illustrated by the famous artist Moebius.
Oh, cool.
And music, too. Walter Taib did the Alchemist Symphony, which Coelho actually endorsed.
Right.
Then you got stage plays, London, India, a musical adaptation by an indie band in Singapore. And it even inspired the title and theme of an Indian film, Kachava Paulo Ayapa Coelho. Its influence is really broad.
And Hollywood's been trying to make a movie for ages, right?
Oh, yeah. It's had its own long journey. Weinstein had it, then Palm Star, now legendary with TriStar. Jack Thorne is apparently writing it now, so maybe it'll finally happen.
The story's own personal legend, maybe. So, okay, wrapping this up. What's the big takeaway here?
Well, it's that powerful message about pursuing your dreams, discovering yourself along the way.
And maybe realizing that the journey itself is where the real value lies.
Right. And it brings up a really interesting question for you listening right now. thinking about your own personal legend, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Have you considered that maybe the most important discoveries, the real treasure perhaps, might be found much closer to home than you think?
Yeah, it definitely makes you ponder. Is true fulfillment found out there on the big quest? Or is it found in the interchanges that quest brings about right where you started? Something to think about.